Day promises to be the biggest night of the year in Hollywood, and we are all dressed up and ready to go with our annual Oscar Outlook. Let's bring in our film man, Erik Childress. Hello to you, Erik.
Hi, Angie.
Before we get to our Oscar talk, please bring us up to date on the box office.
Certainly, Angie. The January box office was certainly helped by the solid success of Bad Boys for Life, as well as some expansions and leftovers from the holiday season, but otherwise has been a pretty lackluster showing for new releases. DOLITTLE is the only 2020 release aside from Bad Boys to gross over $30 million to date, and that is going to end up on our show wrapping up the year's biggest bombs. But Birds of Prey should provide a little bit of a jolt. Margot Robbie is not just an Oscar nominee this weekend, but is returning to the role of Harley Quinn that she first played in the successful but universally lambasted Suicide Squad. This time, Harley and her gang of female villains get the R rating that David Ayer's film did not, so that will likely make a core portion of the audience unable to attend. Warner Brothers has allowed early Twitter reaction from the cadre of more favorable reviewers who got an early look, but they did not show the film to the bulk of markets until late last night, which is usually not a sign of confidence. That being said, tracking is suggesting an opening in the low 50 million range, much less than Suicide Squad, but nobody's really expecting those kind of numbers in February for the spin-off. Nevertheless, that would still make it one of the 10 best openings in this month and the 5th highest for an R-rated film.
All of Hollywood and most of TV viewers will be glued to the Academy Awards on Sunday night. Who do you think is going to walk away with the trophies in the acting categories?
I wish there was actually a little bit more suspense leading up to the show as to who that might be. The abundance of precursor shows are good for all us predictors out there, but do take a little fun out of the envelope opening. Based on what we've seen so far, it seems pretty clear that Best Actor is going to Joaquin Phoenix for Joker, Actress will be Renee Zellweger for Judy, Supporting Actor is headed to Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Supporting Actress going to Laura Dern for Marriage Story. There's a little drummed-up drama that Scarlett Johansson, a double nominee in both actress categories, could pull off an upset over Dern for Jojo Rabbit, which in true Oscar fashion would be giving her the Oscar for the wrong film, when I think Marriage Story is the best performance Johansson has ever given, and would be a better choice there than Zellweger. But I still think it's Dern's year. Where Jojo Rabbit does look like it is going to triumph is in the adapted screenplay category. A week ago I thought, and still hope, it would go to Greta Gerwig for her exquisite and fresh adaptation of Little Women, but after victories from the Writers Guild and BAFTA, it looks as if Taika Waititi will be up accepting the Oscar that night.
Despite all that, do you believe there will be some drama given a few of the major categories?
Indeed, Angie. It may not play out the way any of us hope, but we will maintain that hope over 3 categories that could go any number of ways. 5 of the last 7 years of the Oscars, we have seen a split between Best Director and Best Picture, 2 categories that used to be linked pretty tightly. Now, couple them with the Best Original Screenplay category, and there are any number of scenarios we could see happen. Given its victory at both the Producers Guild and Directors Guild, 1917 appears to have the inside track for Best Picture. But will they give a second Oscar to Sam Mendes, who won back in 1999 with his debut American Beauty, or will they pull an audible and vote for Bong Joon-ho, whose film Parasite is widely beloved by members of the Academy who have seen it? Or will this be the category where they finally acknowledge Quentin Tarantino's directorial skills along with his writing? He has won 2 Oscars for original screenplay, but not one for director. Will he make it 3 this year? Or will he win director while Bong Joon-ho takes the screenplay Oscar for Parasite? Or could that film delight everyone and win it all? I wish I could be more optimistic, but I'm sticking by my official predictions of Quentin Tarantino winning the original screenplay Oscar again, Bong Joon-ho winning Best Director, and finally 1917 winning Best Picture of the Year.
Thank you, Erik. We will be watching.
Thank you, Angie.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.